What's good, y'all? Listen, look, I'm mad I even gotta say this.
Why are we acting like this is not
There's nothing wrong with hate. You've got to hate some things with a passion. And destruction, they must dislike and hate with a passion.
Hello. Peace be one to the family. Y'all in here early. Oh, we on time tonight. We got time tonight because it's what is it? Because it's Friday. I was like, man, it's Friday. It'd be all right. We can go late tonight. I ain't tripping. I actually was just on live with my twin sister on Twitch. If you ain't subscribed to our Twitch, make sure you subscribe to our Twitch. That's why you need to be following us on all platforms. Anyways, or follow me on all platforms because I'll be talking about stuff like that on other platforms. But yeah, I was just actually on live with my sister on Twitch. That was fun. We'll be uploading the Twitch streams on YouTube, so y'all gotta follow out YouTube as well. Subscribe to our YouTube so that way you can get the playback. You feel me? But yeah, we're here with it. Hope y'all had a wonderful week. We will hope y'all going into the weekend well. All right. Had a couple things. I actually didn't have too much to get into tonight, to be honest. I'm definitely gonna get into this mass pew in a second. Yeah, no, I gotta edit the way I talk because of TikTok. I'm on TikTok right now too. First 20 minutes. That's all. Then we're gonna get up off here. We can get back to unfiltered. Well, pretty much unfiltered because YouTube you still gotta filter. What's up, Marcus Moore? See you in the chat. Make sure y'all like the video on the way in as well. I'm going to just say this at the beginning of the stream. Like the video, please. Leave a comment on something. I'm going to talk about a couple things. Leave a comment on something. Okay, it helps the algorithm. And share the video, please. Just tweet it out. Just tweet it out. You ain't got to. You can send it to somebody, but you can tweet it out. You can whatever. Post it on your Facebook. I don't give a damn. But share it. It helps the algorithm. Thank you so much. I appreciate you in advance. Hello, Trey. How are you, darling? Thank you for the Zia. No, I mean, let's get into a couple things, man. Like I said, I ain't have too much to get into, but let's see what this since today is the first day. Today is August 1st, and today going on TikTok more so, but today is the first day of the immigrant boycott for foundational Black Americans. Okay, put it in short story form, but basically a woman, foundational Black American woman, got on TikTok, made a video, and was like, "Hey, look, we getting a lot. They be having rooms and spaces. It's egregious." But a foundational Black American woman got up on TikTok. She made a video, was like, "Hey, y'all, I'm tired of disrespect. We boycott these immigrant businesses, okay? Because that our dollar don't appreciate us or our culture. So let's show them boycott and pull our dollar from, you know what I'm saying, their communities or from their businesses." And y'all, when I tell y'all, I have yet to see. Hold up, you know what? Let me just see if I can find. Let me just see, because I have yet to see. Black woman, African boycott. Let's see. Let me just see if it pops up. I ain't got to play it, but if I can find it right quick, that would be great. But I have yet to see the original video. Okay. I literally have yet to see it. I have been yet to see it. But the only reason I know about this is because the outpouring, when I say the egregious amount of immigrants that has responded to this young woman, that's the only reason why I know about it. It's because so many, and Africans in particular, were the main ones hooting and hollering saying, "Is she loading or is it me? Is my thing tripping?" I don't say it. It says it's fine on here. Hold on, let me check. I'm about to phone up. Come on, I hate when they do that. Hold up. Wait a minute, I was just live on Twitch. Everything was fine. And I was live on TikTok. Everything was fine. It was all fine just a second ago. Shouldn't be any issues. Let me see something right quick. Hold up. Okay, it's me. It is you? I hope so. I mean, I don't hope that on you, but, you know, I hope so. Hell to the now. Come on. Hold on. I still got to check, though, just in case, though. Let me just look and make sure, because maybe it's not just you. But I hope it is just you, because I ain't got time. I got zero time for the nonsense. What's up, y'all? Make sure y'all like the stream. I mean, like the live. I'm live on YouTube right now. Y'all come over here, and after a minute, we're going to be up for like 20 minutes. Oh, yeah, it's fine. It's straight. All right, I just want to make sure. So, yeah, I have yet to see the original video, but it's insane because the way that these immigrants blew this damn video up is absolutely insane. Okay, they are literally, the immigrants are the only reason that I even know about what the hell is going on. Okay, hold on. Let me play this.
I've lost.
Hello, my beautiful Black Americans.
Let me see if this is the video. I mean, or if this video shows it right quick. Let's see.
As this African business boycott is approaching, we can't just talk about it. We actually have to be about it, okay?
Yeah, we not shopping nothing African.
Y'all want to boycott the only motherfucker who is doing hair in its natural state?
No African sponge, no black soap, no shea butter.
For real? This is the dumbest fight ever.
And if you think I'm gonna give up jollof rice and a goosey soup,
And we need to boycott these people and let them know that Black Americans are no longer taking any disrespect.
Oh, once again, it's your girl. Decide to subscribe, and if you are a returning subscriber, you guys know that I disclaimer. Please, this video is strictly for education. Hey,
I just want to see the original video. Okay, is this it?
Yeah. Let me just go ahead and play the video.
Hi guys, to boycott African braid shops. And honestly, I didn't expect it to pick up as much momentum as it did, but it did. And I think
so it started from boycotting African braided shops. I thought it started from just boycotting immigrant businesses, but it was Africans in specifically. That's why they was responding. Got you. Okay.
it's a good thing. And like I said, I don't just talk about it, I bees about it. So since it's picking up so much momentum, since we are in a paradigm shift, and since we as Black Americans are really sick and tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired of telling them we are sick and tired of being beat, battered, bullied, and abused by every ethnicity that is not a Black American, I have picked a date to boycott African-owned businesses. That includes restaurants, hair salons, braid shops, etc. Tell them that our Black American dollar is what runs this day. No support for African businesses from Black America. Now, there are some of you in the comments that are saying, well, if we're going to do this to our own people, to Africans, which, by the way, they're not our own people, they are not Black American, and they don't even want to associate themselves with us, but I digress. If we're going to do this to them, then y'all are saying, well, we should do this to the Asians. We should do this to the Arabs. We should do this to this. I agree. And if you want to do that, start your cause. Shit, again, our bees in the trap. I'm about this life. We can do one ethnicity a month for all I care. Start your cause. Get out my comments. Start your cause, and we'll follow it. That's it. Don't challenge me to do it. I'm doing what I believe in right now. So
we can knock two birds out of one stone, baby. We can just boycott all of them. Because that's what the fuck I was going. That's what I was going by. I thought we was boycotting. I didn't even know it was just Africans. I mean, I'm cool with just being Africans, but I thought it was all immigrants. I thought it was. So I'm saying we could walk and chew gum at the same time, but we could boycott some Indians and Arabs and all of them. We can do all of them at one time. I'm cool with that, and it don't just gotta be for August. Okay. Hold on. Let me let the sister finish.
You believe in right now. This one is August. Pick who you want to do for the month of September. State your case, start your cause, share your video that is motivating this, and rally the troops. I'm all in. But right now, for the month of August 1st through August 31st, no support for African businesses. All right? And as I always say, Black American power.
When I saw that at first, I didn't know.
Love to see it. I'm not sure what that now that be talking about, but that ain't none of my business. Okay. What's up, Torian? I see you in the chat. Now I'm all for that. Now I thought it was coming from Essence Fest. I thought a part of this that kind of came from Essence Fest, not specifically African braided shops, but it makes sense because there's so many damn horror stories. I mean, me and Afro was just talking about, we actually had 2 lives. That's why I need to be following For the Culture. But we had 2 lives on TikTok talking about this African diaspora, talking about this the disrespect from the African diaspora that Black Americans get, and why it led to the boycott. So I'm not surprised, honestly. I'm not even surprised that's exactly where it came from. My bad. Give me one second. I'm not even surprised that that's exactly where it came from because there's so many horror stories from African braided shops that I've heard from Black women specifically straight out their mouths or just on the internet, period. So I'm not surprised. I'm 100% not surprised that that's why. I myself have been to a few braided shops while I was up here. And I think it's a regional thing too, because in the South, African braided shops ain't as popular as it is up here. Like in the South, I only got my hair braided by Black American women. I went to Black American stylists. African braided shops aren't even really that popular. The further you go down south, but I grew up in North Carolina, so I mean, usually have never been to an African braided shop until I got here. So I moved back up here a few years ago, and the first time I went was up here. So I was already, it was like what 23 or something. Or 22, something like that. The first time I went, I feel like the first time I went was like last year or the year. Actually, damn, because that was only like 2 years ago. I think the first time I went. So yeah, and even with the few times that I've gone, wasn't that great of experiences. Okay. These braids was actually done by some Africans as well. They look good. Not gonna lie. I did have to take out the back of my head though, because one of my damn got snatched out because I sat on it because they made my braids too damn long. I wanted them to stop at my waist, but also because they was braiding my kitchen. They got this long ass braid on my kitchen, and that's what these non-FBA, they'll be braiding like FBA system. I'm like, an FBA system would have put that into the next braid. This little bit of hair could have went to the next braid. Why the fuck you got my kitchen in a long ass? And then on top of that, the smell, egregious. I don't know why. Every time I go to an African shop, the smell just be pungent. I don't know what it is. What that shit is not like a regular fucking Black American hair shop. They don't smell the same. You go to a Black American hair shop, you might just smell heat, hair products, some perfume, maybe some nail polish, because it might be like a little nail salon up front, or like a lady doing nails up front. But like, bro, it's not the same. I ain't gonna go on them, but I'm saying the experience is not the same. Okay, to say the least. And then they be speaking another language. Some of them be kind of shady, be kind of passive aggressive. They don't really got the standard of American etiquette. So it's like certain things, it's just the experience has never been like, oh my God, I gotta come back here. I've been to like probably 3, I think, braided shops up here, 3 or 4. I've never went to one where I'm like, I gotta go back to that one. Like that one is, even the last one I've been to, I'm never going back to. I'm not gonna dox them. Matter of fact, fuck it, we boycott them. I will dox them. Nina's, Nadine's. I forgot what the other one was. It was another one. I forgot. I ain't been to that one, but I actually did a bad Google review on her because she gave me a different price after she started doing my motherfucking hair. I'm like, what? You said 200? She wanted like 2 something for some straight backs. I think I got, what did I get? I might have got a design, but like 8 braids. Like, bro, girl, you told me. I thought I about to pay like 150. 2 something. I put that shit right on Google. I said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna play it, but she gonna regret this shit later on Google. She responded to my Google comment and all that. But anyway, so yeah, because they be taxing like if your hair is thicker or longer, they want to tax you. They be doing that at every shop I go to. Every shop I go to is, whoa, all this hair, it's gonna be extra. It's extra. You got all this hair. I'm like, damn, ladies. So yeah, there's a lot of problems. I digress, but there's a lot of problems that we experience when we go to these non-FBA shops. All right. So yeah, I'm not surprised that this is the root cause of it, or what sparked the boycott. We love to see it, but I'm absolutely 100%, 1000% be one with it. You feel me? I'm definitely with the boycott for sure. It's necessary. They gonna be all right. Okay, it's still, especially in the areas where there's a lot of us up here. It's a lot of Nigerians, a lot of people from Africa, a lot of people from Caribbean, a lot of people from diaspora in the DMV. There's plenty of Negroes, plenty of that people that's gonna still occupy their businesses. They're gonna be all right. Outside of that, though, I will say the only other place where I say I maybe occupy is maybe some of their clubs because they own them. I don't usually like African clubs because I don't like the Afro beats. That's not my thing to be, or even Caribbean music. That ain't my thing. But a lot of them might own the club, especially some of the what some would consider non-black Africans. Like some of these are consider themselves non-black. They own a lot of the clubs out here in the DMV as well. So I'm like that. I haven't been going out like that lately. Anyway, you don't really give a damn. I'm like, I don't know. The plan is, because it's a lot of Black-owned, FBA-owned spots up here too. If I do go out, I try to make it American-owned, okay? Black American-owned, all right? Or at least American-owned, if not. But yeah, for sure. I think it's a very necessary thing because the disrespect is real, man. We've been dealing with this shit for years. We specifically. Because they don't deserve nothing. It was one lady who made an apology video. Me and Amir reacted to it on Twitch. That's why you need to follow us on Twitch. But a lady whose shop I went to, Nadine's. I'm not going back to that motherfucker. But wasn't a good experience. But she came out and she's the owner, and she was like, "Yeah, I apologize to Black Americans. I know you're trying to boycott, but I just want to leave with humility and let y'all know that I love y'all. That we still want y'all to come in. We don't want to be affected by the boycott. We respect what you're doing. Even if you coming afterwards, like we just want to let you know that we want peace, we want love, whatever." So yeah, I mean, real diplomatic type response. Which is cool, but also it's under pressure. You waited until the boycott had happened when Nadine specifically, her shop has plenty of videos online where niggas complaining about her service, complaining about the service she giving us thousands a day. So you could have been apologized, number one, But number two, the whole Black Americans versus African thing that conversation's been around for forever, like for a brick. Especially when you talk about Black women's spaces, African braided shops versus Black Americans coming in it. This is a conversation that ain't new. So it's like, man, I appreciate the apology, but you a dollar late and a day short. I mean, what is you a dollar short and a day late? So it is what it is. You still got to get involved in the boycott. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll probably be eyed afterwards. You might be one of the first shops, some women decide to go to after the boycott ends. But yeah, you still get boycott too. I'm sorry, you're right with your cousins. But even in her comments, there were hella people that was like, "There's no apology needed. We're not apologizing to those niggas. They're ungrateful for our services." But like, just real trying to stand on, African anti-Black business. So that's cool. You stand on that. We're gonna see how this month go though. But to start off, amazing. To start off the month, this is the first day of the boycott, and look at what's going on the first damn day. The first day.
So, in light of the boycott today, guess who else is boycotting Africa today? The whole United States of America is. So today, Trump hit Africa with some new tariffs from 10 to 50% in tariffs. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. All right, y'all, here we go. President Trump announces the imposition of new reciprocal tariffs on several African countries, impacting their economic relationship with the United States. These new tariffs range from 10% to 50%, with the higher rates applied to countries running trade deficits with the U.S. The policy shift has generated concerns about potential job losses, economic instability, and shifts in trade dynamics for affected African nations. See, for some reason, y'all thought y'all was just beefing with some Black American slaves, Americans. See, y'all did all that slandering, all that slurring, not knowing that y'all were making yourselves terrorists against the United States, the true American. We're not Black folks, we're Americans. So when you beef with us, you beef with the whole country. Go.
I'm weak. Now we are Black. All right, we are foundational Black America. Don't lose me, brother. But you're losing me. But nah, that's insane though. I don't think that's a coincidence that them tariffs went up on the first day of the boycott. I'm just saying. Now this could be some CIA, dropping in, listening to what's going on the grassroots. Hey, let's turn the heat up a little bit and throw some tariffs on them niggas as well. It could be. All right, I'm not going to put it past them. All right, because I definitely don't believe the American government is backing any of our plays. This is two different Americas. We live in Black America. They live in, their YT supremacy, America. So it's not. I don't really. Even with Trump, I'm like, I don't really think that was there to to double down on FBA's boycotting. But I don't think it was a coincidence. Nothing they do is a coincidence, to be honest. And they always listening. They're always studying. They always paying attention to what we do. So I'm like, I don't think that was no damn coincidence. But I don't think that was also an alley-oop for us. I don't think that was supposed to be an alley-oop. When I first started growing my hair to get cornrows, I went to an African braiding shop. And their braiding style is gruesome. I went one time, and that was all she wrote. Not the kids. For real. But no, I feel you. I actually had another male friend tell me that before, that he went to an African braiding shop to get his braids, and she was like, she braided so tight, bro. I think he ended up going or switching the stylist. I think the other stylist he went to was also I think it was another African braiding shop he went to, but they was a little better. But yeah, that's true. And that's something. I mean, the grip that they be having is cool, but they also be creating a lot of tension. Tension alopecia is real. Okay. So yeah, and that's something that a lot of our women in particular struggle with. So yeah, I mean, but that could be a causing, one of the causes of why we dealing with that. For sure. Literally braiding the bush. God Egregious. So yeah, but yeah, I hope you have a Black American hairstylist at this point, Torian, because that's absolutely egregious. Outrage, everything between. I can imagine. I heard men getting their hair done. That don't be hurt like shit if y'all have sensitive scalp. I feel like y'all scalps are automatic, like y'all just not used to it the way we grow up, kind of dealing with that and get used to it, whether we have a tender scalp or not. But a lot of men, y'all grow up with your hair already short unless you grow up. Some people believe in they boys having dreads or braids, whatever. But for the most part, at least for Black American men, they usually grow up without having hair. You know what I'm saying? Or like having shortcuts, fades type shit, maybe locks at most. So yeah, a lot of y'all choose to grow your hair out later on, and then you got to kind of deal with that pain. Maybe that's and then going to them. Yeah, I can see how that might be egregious, outrage, everything between. Now, this is another thing I wanted to talk about right here because, what's crazy? I had just seen this video the other day. Let me play this. I had just seen this video the other day. So, because I thought it was interesting. I'm like, damn, she's making a good point. Wow, maybe I never really thought about it like that. Maybe we should be doing this, continue to do this. And then I seen something else just to double down on this. So I'm going to play these right quick. It's kind of crazy.
He ultimately started the Black side of my family. And he left her land. The deed to that land, because it was written in the 1800s, it wasn't an e-document. It's written in cursive. The longitude, latitude, all of the points is written in cursive. And if they did not teach cursive in school, I'd be able to read that document to determine where the land that is owed to my family is located. We are coming up on the 4th of July. And some of you all can't read the original speech of Frederick Douglass, What to the Slave is 4th of July. And even worse, some of you all, because you don't think that teaching cursive in school is important, can't even read your own freedom papers because cursive. I would sincerely delete this off of the internet expeditiously.
Yeah, I'm for sure about it by my nephew. So a cursive writing book, because that's the thing. I don't think I'm for sure about the one. As soon as I said, damn, that's a good, like, duh. I don't know. That was just such an old documents. A lot of them are written in cursive. Like, well, then that was a worry for Black Americans, obviously, clearly. But something that this is a part of our history. We actually, our kids literally need to know how to learn how to at least read cursive and write it, really, but at least understand it so that we can read our own documents and our documents from our ancestors, more importantly. So I'm like, damn, that's such a, historical documents in general, because she just talked about the Lincoln speech. But more importantly, our documents passed down from our ancestors, yes, a lot of them wrote in cursive. So it's like, especially when you're talking about official documents, it's in cursive. So that's a very important skill that we have to keep. We got to continue to teach our children is how to write in cursive, because baby, that's a lost art form. This is too many Negroes, some adults that don't know how to write. They don't know how to write in cursive. They write their damn last name. They just put squiggles when they sign their signature. Okay, so we definitely got to make sure they at least understand it, but more so know how to write. Okay, that's important. But that's crazy because I just I seen that, and it's crazy that I sent myself that. Because right after, like a day or two after I seen that, I see this on Twitter.
Thanks to an Indiana couple, children are learning the art form that is no longer taught in many schools, even though some still need it. As Leanne Trotter reports, they developed a cursive writing academy to help young people learn how to write and read cursive writing.
That letter J was tricky.
Twice a week, Terrell Whittington and his wife, Chelsea, come here to the YWCA Northwest Indiana to teach young students cursive writing.
There's this whole new generation of young people who have absolutely no idea what cursive is. And so he said, why don't we reintroduce that and see what we can do in our community?
All right, I like that enthusiasm, guys.
A few months ago, they decided to create a curriculum after discussing how many school districts are no longer teaching cursive writing. The YWCA was one of the first organizations that agreed to sponsor Cursive Academy.
I'm so happy about it and pleased, because our kids need to be exposed to everything. We do not need to dummy down. We got to level up. So that cursive writing is leveling up.
I knew a little bit, I could read it a little bit, but this really actually taught me how to do cursive. I would say the first day it was a little bit hard learning it, but once you get it, I feel like you kind of just got it, you know.
11-year-old
Exactly.
Sanila Shields is already thinking about the long-term implications.
I want to be a publisher or author when I grow up, so I want to write my signature down so they can know.
Damn, you just triggered a memory. You said a long, thin, brown paper. That sounds, I don't know why that's trying to pop up in my head, but it feels like the feel I just got after reading that. I absolutely remember that. That's insane. I definitely remember learning cursive. That's crazy. And once you got it, the little boy is right. We can pretty much end it, but the little boy is right. Once you got it, I mean, it's essentially the same thing as writing. It's most of the letters are damn near the same as regular letters, just with like a little curve to it. So it's to teach or to understand, to be honest. So it's like that's something parents, you can take the time out to teach your children. Aunties, uncles, cousins, older siblings, y'all can take the time out to teach your younger siblings that. That's something that they can practice 30 minutes every day after school. You know what I'm saying? After they finish a workbook, or teach them some more letters, teach some more numbers, and they will have it pretty much they will probably have it down packed by the end of the school year. So yeah, that's something we very much need to look out for, okay? Because we need that, especially to honor our ancestors and to create and to continue. You got to be able to read some of your papers. Like you said, some of us don't even know how to read our freedom papers. These reparations popping. All right. So yeah, to know exactly who we are. So yeah, we definitely gotta make sure we own that for sure. Hold up, before I get into this mass pure last thing, I seen this right quick. Let me just play this right quick because I seen this. And I'm just curious. I actually didn't have a chance to listen to it all the way, but apparently this is a snippet of Malcolm X who's talking to the CIA. They trying to get him to convert over to be like a double agent, basically, and spy on the people. And he's not having it. He's like, I'm not about to be no damn informant. I'm not being no agent for y'all. Y'all gotta be, of course, because he's standing on FBA Black Menace. Okay. But, oh damn, I didn't know it was playing. Hold up. All right, give me 2 seconds. Hold up. Let me refresh it. Hold up. And play it again.
You insult my intelligence when not only they insult me, period. If they think I would tell them anything.
But it would be good, and I think in many ways it might be of some benefit to your organization. You know, if in fact we can eliminate people.
There's no government agency that can ever expect any information out of me that's in any way detrimental to any religious group or black group, for that matter, in this country. No government agency.
That's fine.
Because they should use that same energy to go and find who bombed that church down there in Alabama. Well, and if these government agencies spend as much money and time and energy.
You know what somebody in the South is saying?
You insult my intelligence if they think I would tell them anything.
But it wouldn't in many ways. It might be of some benefit. In fact, we can eliminate people.
There's no government agency that can ever expect any.
So yeah, if Malcolm standing on Black Menace, we let us see it. Malcolm said, y'all can't expect me to do a damn thing, okay, that's going against black people whatsoever. It ain't happening, but we knew our brother was a rider. So, I mean, come on, it's just more proof of the pudding. We already knew our brother was a rider, revolutionary. So, yeah, somebody said in the comments, though, first brother to tell the white man to keep that same that church in Alabama. Absolutely. Yeah, that brother, I like it. I like seeing stuff like that. More proof in the pudding that the ancestors was on code. Appreciate them gifts, y'all. Y'all some real ones, brother. See, I like it. The stream. Do you like it? That's pure. I can't talk about that on here. It's going to take too much censoring. Let's rock with the realest. Come on over. The link is in the bio. I'm on YouTube with it. Let's get it. All right. So yeah, let's get into the main topic for the night. There was a mass shooting in. There was a mass show. I'm sorry. That was probably bad time. Doing beatbox. I'm talking about a damn mass shooting. Egregious. But recently that was New York City. Okay. I'm sure y'all have seen this image right here. It's been kind of going viral, right? I mean, for the last couple of days. But yeah, A man walked into this building in New York, killed like 4 people, and then killed himself. So I mean, that's the basis of the story. Let's get into the details. It's absolutely egregious. First things first, I do give condolences to the families of those whose lives were lost. Egregious situation. We're going to get into it. All right. Police have identified the man who they say entered a Midtown Manhattan office building wearing body armor and opened fire, killing 4 people with a high-powered rifle. As Shane Devon Tamora. Okay. Now let me just show y'all a picture of him. He is on the thumbnail. This is him. Off rip, he giving Asian. Not gonna lie. Clearly he's black, some sort of black. But he's definitely giving some sort. This is giving Mr. Miyagi. You ain't about to sit here and look at it. You won't see Mr. Miyagi. He definitely giving some sort of Asian. Okay. Then people were saying that his last name Tamora is Japanese. So yeah, you know, he's not giving Black American. We don't know. Maybe he's half, possibility. But he's definitely not just Black American. If he is, even FBA. The 27-year-old recently lived in Las Vegas, where he was issued a concealed firearms permit by Las Vegas Police Department. He was previously issued a work card by the Nevada Private Investigators licensing. Wow, why can't I say that word? Board, which has since expired, according to the records reviewed by ABC News. His last address was in a gated community in Las Vegas. So 27 years old, off rip. Gematria. Y'all know I keep the 10-4 bottle on 27-9, even a 27 club. If you know, you know. Look that shit up. It's already giving me. I got the 10-4 bonnet on. Y'all should just know how this is about to go. I'm just going to give you a fair warning. Tamora worked as a surveillance department employee at the Horseshoe Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas. A spokesperson for the Horseshoe said on Tuesday, several squad cars from the Las Vegas Metro Police were seen at the entrances to a gated neighborhood where Tamora was believed to have lived. So they had all the police officers, but he did it in New York. He wasn't even in New York. So why the hell would, I mean, I guess maybe if somebody else was at home, I guess. But I guess. He completed high school in Los Angeles area, where he was a competitive football player, according to a school official who spoke with ABC News. Caleb Clark, who said he was a former classmate of Tamora in high school and did not recall him having any mental health issues. Tamora was a running back with Granada Hills Charter for a portion of his high school career, but did not play professionally. Okay. Hold on to that, because we're going to circle like 3 or 4 images of him that's going viral. One of those images is a video actually from him in high school, like this little interview he did while he was on high school on like the side on like the side of the field. On it, activity going on with that video. We're gonna get into it in a second, but let's continue. I am gonna pull that video up though. I got it. Citing the Family Educational Rights to Privacy Act, officials at Granada Hills Charter declined to comment on Tamora, other than say that he attended the school for 1 semester in the fall, connection with the school since his withdrawal a decade ago. We are horrified by violence in New York, the school said in a statement released on Tuesday. And our deepest sympathies to the victims, their families, and affected communities. Because this remains an active investigation, we are deferring to the NYPD. I'm trying to figure out why they doing all this investigation on this high school. This nigga's 27. Why are you so focused on what the high school knew about him? You should be worried about what his jobs, his co-workers, his recent jobs. Like, he said he has didn't they say he had a mental health issue? What is the people at the hospital, the doctors, nurses that work with him say? Like, what the fuck does his high school career have to do with any of this? 10-4 bond are analyzing a note from, am I on the right? Actually, hold on, I think I skipped ahead a little bit. Where am I at? Yeah, Tamora's running it back from, okay. Citing the Family Educational Rights to Privacy Act, officials at Granada Hill Charter declined to comment on it. He has no connection. Okay, right, I read that. Am I right here? Because this remains an active. Okay. Investigators are analyzing a note in Tamora's pocket, claiming he suffered from chronic traumatic encephalopathy. I think that's right. Encephalopathy. I think that's right, or that's real close. And asking that his brain be studied, police sources told ABC News. So he had a brain and asking the police to, I'm sorry, he asked the police to study his brain, but if he had some sort of mental health issue, At least that's what he's claiming. So interesting. Okay. CTE is a brain disease linked to repeated hits to the head, often seen in military veterans and athletes, including football players, hockey players, and boxers. Now, why did they say often seen? Because when I think about CTE, I think about that movie Concussion. I think about Will Smith when he played that football player, or that doctor who was studying all the concussions that people was getting from football players and how that was leading to their death. The fact that they started with often seen with military veterans, which is, you know, I'm not saying that doesn't happen because it makes sense, but then he went to athletes, including football players. So you're implying that he may have gotten this CTE from his football career, but his football career ended in high school. He's 27. So, I mean, not to say that those effects couldn't last, but that to be that far back, CTE, and there's no, wouldn't he have, if he was in high school when he got that, wouldn't have he been diagnosed in high school? So wouldn't there be medical records? It wouldn't just be, oh yeah, we found a note in his pocket that says he has CTE. It would have been, we found medical records that confirms the note in his pocket that said he has CTE. That's not what they're saying. Maybe we'll get there. Maybe we'll get to that part where they confirm it with some medical records. But if y'all just going off of his damn, what he's saying in his pocket, I don't know. And then you start with military. Is this a sleeper agent? Is this a sleeper agent? Is this somebody you guys had? You sick this man? I don't know, man. I'm sorry, I got the tip full bonnet on, man. I'm already not feeling it. We have reason to believe he was focused on the NFL agency. You're already okay. Never mind. He was focused on an NFL agency that was located in the building. New York City Mayor Eric Adams said on Tuesday. We know we can't trust Mayor. We can't trust Eric Adams. So, egregious. His reason to believe should be a reason that it's another reason. The Park Avenue office building targeted an attack. In the attack houses the headquarters of the National Football League, as well as several other major businesses. Right, but he didn't shoot up the NFL's agency. He was going to target them. Why didn't he go directly to them? He knew that there was going to be other businesses in that building. He appeared to have blamed the NFL for his injury, Adams told CBS. It remains unknown if Tamora suffered from CTE, which can't be diagnosed in a living person with certainty, but doctors may suspect it based on symptoms. Right, so it remains unknown if he suffered from it. So that means there's no diagnosis. They said it can't be diagnosed with certainty, but it doesn't mean it can't be diagnosed. So he's never been diagnosed. He's just saying he has CTE. This sounds like some codified language to me. Sound like a dog whistle. Sound like MK Ultra to me. Sound like they had this nigga brain in the blender and they sent him out to do a job. That's what I'm getting from this all for it. But let's see. New York Police Commissioner Jessica Tisch, whatever, said Tamora had a documented mental health history. Okay, so he has a documented mental health, just not a diagnosis for that. Law enforcement sources told ABC News that Tamora had 2 mental health crisis holds in his background in Nevada, one in 2022 and one in 2024. Those holds typically allow a person to be detained for up to 72 hours if they are thought to be a danger to themselves or others. So he has 2 mental health crises on his background, and he was given a gun by the Nevada State Police. Let me just go back and make sure I read that right. Horrified by the violence. Where's that joint at? I could have. Didn't they say something about him getting a privacy indicator to the school? It's heartbreaking weeks sent out. Blah 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 blah. Investigators under the note. They definitely said he had a gun license from the state of Nevada. Okay, so that's in there. I don't feel like finding it, but it's in there. I remember reading it. So they gave him a gun license. They gave him license to carry, knowing that he had 2 mental health crises. That don't make sense. The Park Avenue office building targeted. Okay, hold on. What was that? New York Police Commissioner Jeff says. Okay, right. Law enforcement told ABC he had 2 of those holds. Okay, got you. Here we are. Tamora was arrested in September 2023 on suspicion of trespassing at a Red Rock Casino Resort. and spy in Las Vegas, according to the police report from Las Vegas Metropolitan Police. Okay, so he was trespassing. That ain't nothing. Tamora, according to the police report, refused to provide identification when he attempted to collect $5,000 in winnings at a casino. When employees asked him to leave, he refused to budge without his money, and police officers took him into custody when he saw an agitated Tamora allegedly grabbing casino security officer become obstructive and refuse to comply with commands from the officers trying to detain him. Okay, so that sounds like some nonsense from I don't know. These are really random. They feel like random events, but probably not. Investigators believe Tamora left his Las Vegas home on Saturday and began driving to New York City. He drove from Vegas to New York in a black BMW packed with guns and ammunition, officials said. The initial investigation shows his vehicle traveled through Colorado on July 26th, then Nebraska and Iowa on July 27th, and then in Columbia in New Jersey. Colorado on July 26th, then Nebraska, then Iowa on July 27th, and then Columbia, New Jersey. So this is him. This is the picture. Now, mind you, this is in broad fucking daylight. It's people all right here. People all right here. I'm surprised there's not more people out here. That's a little suspicious within itself. The fact that ain't nobody out there like that in this New York damn city. But all these people back here, he walked past all these people right here, and ain't nobody say nothing about no damn. Ain't nobody say nothing about no damn about no rifle. Ain't nobody say, hey, he has a gun. Police. Something. Nobody saw that big ass gun. This gun big as shit. It's like the size of his leg. It's huge. Nobody saw that. All right. He arrived around 6:30 p.m. at the 44-story office building at 345 Park Avenue in Midtown Manhattan, police said. After entering 345 Park Avenue, 345, what's the wrong is that? 4 and 5 is 9. 9 and 3 is 12. 3. And spraying it with gunfire and killing 3 people. So he walked in and just started shooting. He shot 3 people, including an off-duty cop, Officer Didaralu Islam, so a Muslim guy. His name doesn't sound black though, so a non-black, maybe some sort of it could be African, I guess. But that's not Black American for sure. Who was working security at the time, working security at the building, and building security officer identified by his union as Alid Ateni. RP to them, egregious. Before getting on the elevator, surveillance video captured Tamora allowing a woman to walk off the elevator, sparing her from being shot. Okay, so he spared some woman from getting that work. Tamora then allegedly took the elevator to the offices of real estate management firm Rudin Management on the 33rd floor. So he went to a real estate management firm. Mind you, they think he's allegedly targeting the NFL. Now, it's no way that this nigga drove from Vegas to New York and didn't know what floor he was about to be targeting. Especially because what he does when he gets up there, which I'm about to read, egregious. Oh, which I already said, he kills himself. Which he does when he get up there. Why would he do all of that just to kill himself on the wrong floor? Then you just shot 4 people in the lobby, or 3 people down there in the lobby just now. You spare 1 person, but you risking all of this just to end up on the wrong floor, and then you have a note in your pocket, basically like a manifesto, a little mini manifesto in your pocket for you to do this on the wrong floor? I doubt it. And the fact that it's the 33rd floor. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me just pull this up right quick. Why is it on the 33rd floor? I don't know. But what I do know is that the 33rd degree in Freemasonry, okay, which is real, is the highest honorary degree in Scottish Rite of Freemasonry. So that's the highest degree, okay? Awarded to master masons who have shown exceptional dedication and service. It is not a rank that can be campaigned for. Rather, it is granted by the Supreme Council as a recognition of outstanding contributions. Was this a contribution? Was this a ritual? I don't know. We're going to find out. Let me continue. So the 33rd floor is already throwing me off. I'm already like, As soon as I seen that and he's 27, I'm like, yeah, it's given conspiracy. But let's see, on the 33rd floor, where he shot and killed 1 additional person. So he killed 1 more person, and then he killed himself. Tamor was found dead from what is believed to be a self-inflicted gunshot. Oh, what is to be believed? Wait a minute. A self-inflicted gunshot. Whoa. All right, hold up. Now let's see if they got witnesses that seen him shoot himself, because if we don't got witnesses, he might have not have shot himself. This might be a we sent you on a mission, nigga. Now you got to go. We can't let you back out here just in case you get to spill on the beans. I don't know. Let's see. As New Yorkers, we stand shoulder to shoulder in the face of this hatred. We grieve with families and The Rudin family said in a statement released on Tuesday. The company added, the Rudin family and everyone at our company is devastated by yesterday's senseless tragedy. Our thoughts and prayers are with those injured. Okay, so everybody not that and lost last night. Oh no, I think he died. He still killed 4 people though. Let me see. ABC News has reached out to Rudin management for comment. Police have not identified why he went to that floor or if he has any connection to the company. But do y'all have footage of him killing himself though? Because somebody could have killed him. Maybe he was told to go to that floor, or programmed to go to the 33rd floor because somebody was waiting for his ass up there. I'm just saying. His motives are still under investigation, and we are working to understand why he targeted this particular location. So yeah, what they're trying to say is, I'm about to pull up some more stuff about it, but they was trying to say that because of this note they found in his pocket, he's the one. Is that it? I mean, that's the reason why that they think he's coming after the NFL. I'm gonna show y'all the note in just a second, but let me show y'all this first, because this is the thing of the NY. This is the video of him from high school that's going around, and it looks a little off. I'm not gonna lie. He looks a little bit different. It is from 10 years prior, and he does just look different with the shortcut and stuff like that. So he does look a little different. It could just be from age, but also we live in the age of technology. Look at this.
Hey, we're here with standout running back Shane Tamira from the Granada Hills football team. Big 35-31 victory against Kennedy tonight. The battle for Granada Hills. Shane, just talk about you guys getting that win tonight. How'd you guys come through?
We definitely had to stay disciplined. We were down 10-0. We definitely had to stay disciplined. Our coach kept saying, don't hold your heads down, don't hold your heads down. We just had to stay disciplined and come together as a team.
Shane, a couple of touchdowns for you, including a huge one late in the game there in the fourth quarter with under 4 minutes to go. That put you guys up 35-24, sort of sealed the game there for you guys, gave you guys a nice cushion. Take us through that play right there, jailbreak screen right there. Then you broke free about the 50-yard line and then took it to the house.
Well, our coach basically asked me, he was like, Shane, is the T-screen open? Is the T-screen open? I was like, yeah, it's definitely open. So we just threw the pass to me, Ernie threw the pass to me, and one thing led to another, and I scored.
Shane, talk about, you mentioned you guys were down 10-0, early hole. Things could have got out of control possibly. How did you guys pick yourself up off the floor after that early 10-0 deficit?
Definitely had to stay disciplined. The coaches kept telling us, don't hold your heads down. It's just the first half, or it's actually just the first quarter. We just had to keep playing, keep fighting through it, and just hold our heads up high, and then a good result's gonna come.
Yeah, so that joint looks a little suspicious. Couple things. First of all, you hear all this stuff in the background, but there's nobody in the video. You hear all this noise in the background.
So we just threw the pass to me, Ernie threw the pass to
It
me.
almost sounds like a soundtrack. Where the fuck is everybody at? If this is after a hey BX, my girl in the building. But if this is after a football game, why the fuck it ain't people in the background? There shouldn't be like trash on the ground or like some cheerleaders on the sideline, coaches, some water bottles, something going on. There's nothing going on in the background of this, but yet it's all this noise in the background.
One thing led to another, and I scored.
Shane, talk about you mentioned
weird. Okay. Also, hold on, I'm gonna get into this lady who talks about it, but again, he looks a little different. And in the age of AI, y'all, anything is possible, unfortunately. In the age of AI, these people can come up with any and everything. So I'm saying that being possibly AI is not far-fetched at all. It's not far-fetched. I know they give us these bullshit-ass AI machines. We got Grok and what's the other one, everybody? Chat GPT, and, they got one on Instagram, Meta. they be giving us these little what you call us to use, and some people have really gotten some good like content from it. But the ones that we produce don't look realistic. You can always kind of tell. You know what I'm saying? With the ones that a lot of people put out on the grassroots. But these motherfuckers are always ahead. They're always ahead of the game. So if we're already making stuff that's kind of realistic, they're making shit that's literally real. They're making stuff that you're not gonna be able to tell the difference. And please trust and believe that we can't put it past our government to use it in their favor if they're trying to manufacture some sort of psyop that they need us paying attention to. So yeah, all I'm saying is it ain't far-fetched. The shit look a little off. It looks a little weird. I'm just saying. And the fact that they released that, even them releasing that is weird. Honestly. Like, that's something that might get released like a few weeks after we find out more of it. But the fact that that was released so close to this happening, like, again, that was from 10 years ago. This is from high school. What does that have to do with what he's doing right now? Okay? So I'm like, I don't know. But let me let this white woman say a couple things, because she pointed out a couple things that's agrees.
Search on Google for Shane Tamura. This image saturates the results.
Police say the suspect was Shane Tamura. Here's a look at him.
That video aired on Fox News about 4 hours after the first 911 calls are logged. His facial features are soft around the edges, while the jersey lines are crisp. The edges around his shoulders and his collarbones are inconsistent. This is common in AI upscaling.
Oh yeah, I can kind of see what she mean by that. Right here, I don't know if y'all can see that well. Let me try to zoom in so y'all can see it a little better. But I do kind of see what she mean. That looks a little weird, not gonna lie. His collarbone area, okay, egregious.
The field and the stadium behind him look flat. They lack depth and the natural behavior of light. There's no shadows. The image did not...
Right, and there's no shadows. You talking about there's a whole crowd of people. I just played the video. It was people all in the background. How come we ain't see no shadows or no people on the floor? I'm just saying.
From his school, where he played high school football 10 years ago. This is supposed to have been 2015. But they didn't get it off his friends or his family or his community. The image was sourced by Reuters from IB Times Singapore edition. This is a syndicate producing photographs for the media.
Then Reuters released how the fuck did Reuters get this first? Oh yeah, this is bullshit.
It has not been verified against his yearbook or any of the team archives. A task for somebody this morning. Tamura only ever played high school.
And they haven't even verified it with the school, this video. Wow.
Football, not college, not professional. And he would have graduated high school in 2015. He's a 5'7", 140-pound man. He's undersized and he would have taken hits, but it's far below the typical levels or exposure associated with severe CTE. There's also...
Exactly, for football. And that's why I said these people are not coincidental. They do not do things by accident. They do things very intentionally. So the fact that article said it started with this is something that's usually found in military veterans, and then it went to and then for athletes, like they're playing football, and it's like I get it. But again, even when I said I was talking about CTE, when I thought of CTE, I thought about concussions. That concussions movie with Will Smith, that was professional football players. We're talking about high school students. I don't remember none of the people I went to high school with that played football that got CTE. That's a lot. Even with him being small frame, like she's saying, it's like, So did he get CTE from football, or did he get it from being in some sort of military programming? Because that everybody know how to get no damn rifle. Come on, this motherfucker everybody don't know how to shoot with no rifle. So how did he learn how to shoot that gun that well? How did he even get access to that many damn rifles and that much ammunition he brought? Because he said he had a car full of ammunition and guns. And he drove from Vegas to New York. Interesting. Okay. And he went to the 33rd floor. I'm like, man, this is giving sleeper agent. I'm not gonna lie.
So zero evidence in the 10 years since he stopped playing football that he ever presented medically for treatment for this issue. A photo circulating immediately of him in his teenage football year is a red flag. The only reason we link him at all with football is because of this supposed suicide note, which has not been authenticated. It is the NYPD who released this note. There has been no handwriting analysis and no comparison to Tamura's official health documentation. He carried a gun permit. He had employment files. Without verifying this, anybody could have written it. And they said Luigi had a note too. This note fits way too perfectly with this NFL story. It mentions all the expected names and uses lawsuit-friendly language. His suicide note uses lawsuit-friendly language. Knowingly concealed dangers. This was a security guard from Las Vegas who's supposed to have had a head injury, yet he is writing in his suicide note that they knowingly concealed dangers. It's also written on self-help stationery. Are you trying to tell me that a man took an M4 rifle and drive across the country and then writes his suicide note on a pastel motivational notepad? That feels slightly out of place. It's a small thing to notice, but it makes it visually distinctive. The soft colors and printed phrasing make this an eye-catching and emotionally manipulative prop, especially when media outlets can display this emotive line of "study my brain, I'm sorry," in this almost like childlike writing. If this man had guns, he signed something somewhere. Where is the handwriting analysis? The goal of this note is obvious to me because it was designed with photography in mind. It's supposed to look intense. Everything referenced so far about this case and this man and his motives has come from the NYPD. No scans, photos, or forensic evidence has been released. No handwriting analysis has been done. If Tamura's actions can be blamed on a high school footballer who has CTE, then the story changes. Documented mental health issues is being repeated verbatim across all of the Western mainstream media. They are trying to reinforce to you the image of an unstable man. In other high-profile cases, like Luigi Mangione, convenient notes found in backpacks were used to present a tidy narrative. Brain damage and mental illness are easy targets, and the NFL is a big, familiar target. Readers understand these things without needing any context, which distracts from the far more politically dangerous angle that he just killed one of the most powerful housing fund CEOs in America. I asked AI to bring me back some facts about this person.
Oh, that's why they didn't mention who was in the damn. They got me. I gotta look up who that is. I just realized that when I was reading that article, and when I was reading this, that he killed somebody else on the 33rd floor. They didn't say who it was. They just said he killed one other person, and then it is believed that he killed himself. It was self-inflicted injuries. They didn't even say who the fuck it was. What was the name she just said?
Me back some. I asked AIs in America. Housing fund CEOs, the most powerful housing fund CEOs in America. I asked AI to bring me back some facts about this person, and one of the first things that it returned is that he had a 600 rushing yard and 5 touchdowns. How the fuck in his high school in 2015, and that is at the top of Google. This man has apparently had no social media footprint whatsoever. A 27-year-old man has no public photos except for this. No independent reviews. Had he no friends? Had he no teammates? No co-workers? The media is saturated with the NYPD narrative and secondhand quotes and AI footage. Where's his family? The lack of social and personal images creates a vacuum where the media is able to plant just 2 images, one of him.
Yeah, they didn't, even when they said they was outside his house and they was going to go see who was, they had on the police officers outside where they believed he was at. They didn't say if anybody was at the house, if they was in contact with any of his family. They didn't say that in an article, at least. But I'm definitely about to look at that lady right quick. What was the reason? They saying the reason why he shot up, because he went into this building and shot up this building, killed 4 people, and then killed himself. They're trying to say that it's because he had CTE, which is like a brain, something that happens to your brain after you have a lot of impact to it. You know, it's a lot of people deal with. If you've seen concussions, I think they talk about that in Concussions, with that movie with Will Smith. But it messes up your brain, and it can cause death, and other malfunctions within the body and things of that nature. But they saying that basically because he had some sort of gripe with the NFL because of that, which he didn't play in the NFL. He only played up until high school. Okay, but they try to say that his reasoning was because he had that mental health issue. He went to the NFL headquarters to shoot it up because he wanted to get revenge or something. Like, it's not even really clear. They're just trying to say brain injury football equals NFL. They're him trying to shoot up the NFL people. That's what they're trying to make it out to be. That's what they're trying to force the narrative to be. But she's making some really good points. Let me just pull up this right quick because this lady, I want to see. I just want to read a little bit about the woman that he shot. This is the woman, the CEO that he shot inside on the wrong floor at that. He was supposed to go to the NFL floor. At least that's what they're saying. But apparently, according to them, he went on the wrong floor and shot somebody else, even though he let somebody else get off the elevator. So apparently whoever he shot, he only shot one person and he killed himself. So he was, it's not seeming like he was going after the NFL. Seems like he was going after who the fuck he was going after, which is this woman and whatever this company that she's with. But let's see, Wesley Lay Patner, a 43-year-old Blackstone executive who oversaw its $53 billion real estate investment fund, was killed in Manhattan's mass shooting. Monday mass shooting in Midtown Manhattan claimed the life of Wesley LaPatner, a 43-year-old executive, 43, a 7. Gematria, to about it. Executive at Blackstone, the company confirmed Tuesday morning. LaPatner was Patner, I think it's LaPatner, was among 4 victims killed at the 345 Park Avenue when a lone gunman stormed into okay, I don't need to read the whole thing. I just want to read about her. LaPatner served as a Blackstone's global head of core in real estate and chief executive officer of Blackstone Real Estate Income Trust, a property fund with $53 billion in net asset value, and $275 billion market capitalization. The LaPatner family provided a statement to Fortune saying, "We cannot properly express the grief we feel upon the sudden and tragic loss of Wesley. She was most loving wife, mother, daughter, sister, relative. Condolences to her family, who enriched our lives in every way imaginable." The family noted that she was a beloved, loyal, and caring friend that many others, and a driven and extraordinarily talented professional in the league. Okay, let me see a little bit about her background. Joined Blackstone in 2014 after more than a decade with the Goldman Sachs, and was credited with driving the firm's real estate ventures to new heights. A Yale graduate, served on boards, organizations. Damn, she graduated from Yale. EGREGIOUS. The Abraham Joshua Heschel School. I'm just trying to see if it's any red flags in here that might, kind of spark this like tinfoil bonnet worthy. New York Representative Richie Torres posted on social media. LaPatner represented the very bust of New York, calling her distinguished professional. He honored her in the sense of civics as the voted congregant. Authorities say Tamora acted alone and had a history of mental health issues. Investigators recovered a note. They still going with this NFL bullshit. While Tamora played NFL high school, there's no evidence in playing professionally. Words cannot. If he played professionally, they would know that. Come on. Oh, we have to Google his name. Like, what are we talking about? Words cannot express the devastation we feel in Blackstone family. Okay. Yeah, egregious. All right. So, but because of I'm sorry. Hold on. Did I just see something? Okay. No, I thought I just seen something else, but because she's the head of this real estate company, now some people are saying, was that the end of that other video? Just want to make sure Shorty was making. She was. I think she was on some liberal shit. Done. Let me play the rest of her video right quick, because a lot of people are on this wave that they're trying to make him out to be like a Luigi. Because of that as well, because of who he killed, that woman he just killed. Now I'm about to play another video relating to that in a second. Hold up, but let me just see where she about to go.
Playing
She better
football,
land that.
and the CCTV image from the shooting, and that is what's defining him, and that's very convenient. It leaves for no competing context, no pictures of him working as a security guard in a casino in Las Vegas, no evidence of his economic situation, no context of his life outside of this incident. That image adds no facts to this case because that man has not played football in over a decade. It's more important to talk about the fact that he had a job in surveillance at a casino. People don't need to instruct Google to hide Blackstone. They simply flood the media with the same images and words, which is exactly what's happening here. I can tell you this is manufactured consent without reading a shred of evidence about Shane, because I know how the media behaves. After the shooting, Mayor Eric Adams and the NYPD seed this story that Tamura was targeting the NFL. They fabricate a note and a video. None of it has been authenticated. The full text hasn't even been released. But already that single story is controlling the
Yeah, it's feeling like this is manufactured. It's feeling like this is something that was set up off rip. I'm gonna be real. It's automatically feeling like that. But you do have some people. Wait a minute. Hold up. You do have some people who feel like that this man is some sort of martyr. He's a vigilante. Okay, he's fighting for the people. Let's see.
Gonna keep happening. And anybody who goes this route, the Luigi Mangione, Shane Tamura route, has my full support. Because this is what you get when you don't allow any political organization outside of liberal and conservative institutions. This is what you get when the CIA, the FBI, and the police have shut down every people's movement, every socialist movement. If you don't allow the people to unite, you're not going to get cohesion. You're going to get fucking individuals snapping at random moments like popcorn in a fucking bag because you won't let them organize. So yeah, Brian Thompson deserved it. That exec lady deserved it. The other people Shane Tamura killed, I don't really care about because this is violence coming from the oppressed class. Let's say every day you walk to school, you're being bullied. A big fucking bully comes, he pulls you up by your ankles, he shakes out your fucking lunch money and beats your fucking face in. Now, let's say a year goes by and you've been in the gym, you've been getting stronger, and you happen to cross paths with that fucker. What are you gonna be like, I'm big now, so let's just be friends, okay? We're on the same level. No, you're gonna beat the fuck out of him.
Yeah, so anytime you got young white boys coming over here sticking up for some shit, it's already a red flag. Okay, the liberal white boys kind of started popping out. I'm already side-eyeing immediately, because they keep that energy for the people, for the ones that they consider fighting for the people, but they don't want to keep that energy for Black revolutionaries. Okay, that's fighting for the people for real. So yeah, I'm already like, nah. But even with this being like this whole thing is not giving like some sort of, I don't think this is giving media cover up or government cover up in the sense of him trying to be a vigilante, him trying to get some sort of justice on his own. I'm not feeling that. And them just trying to switch the story. Nah, I don't know what that white woman had going on. I don't know if she was in disagreement with some of the people at her firm. Or she was trying to do something, trying to make a big move. Or this feels like this was some higher up things going on, and they used a one-off to get the job done that they needed. They needed that white woman killed for some odd reason, for whatever reason. They needed her out of the way. I don't think that was on him to go up there and just kill one random CEO like nah. Because if that was the case, why stop at one? Why not kill all of them? Why not just shoot the whole fucking floor up if that's the case? Like, and then kill yourself? That don't make sense. Kill 3 random people. I mean, the officer makes sense because he had a gun. But you kill 3 random people on the bottom floor and then go up and kill only one other person that you didn't even put on a note. You didn't even put on a note like, I'm killing this person because such and such. You put CTE and the fact that I'm sorry to my mom, whatever little bullshit else you put on side of the note. But you didn't put anything alluding to you were going to kill this woman. So what this is giving me, and again, for them people like that, you know what? Yeah, Luigi, all the niggas, I'm not rocking with the fake martyrs and all that other shit. I don't think that's what this was. I don't think he was no martyr to no cause. I'm not feeling that. I think he was a sleeper agent. That's what it's giving. It's giving me, government experiment. The government had this nigga locked up somewhere in some sort of military programming. They was allowing him to roam for whatever amount of time they needed him to roam until they needed him to complete his mission. Then they got his ass on his mission, got him to New York so he can complete the mission, and then got him up out of there so he couldn't say nothing. They ain't even said it's no surveillance. How don't y'all have surveillance? Why is it just alleged that he killed himself? Why is there no proof yet? Like, y'all couldn't just look at it. He didn't shoot up all the damn security cameras. So there has to be a security camera footage of him shooting himself. There should be like, yeah, we saw that the New York police, NYPD should be like, we saw the security footage of him killing himself. So we know that after he killed all these people, he killed himself. They're saying that it's alleged, that they believe it to be self-inflicted, which means somebody else could have been there, which makes sense. Because how the fuck did he walk through NYC with that big ass rifle and nobody said anything? Hey, was somebody on his six? Was somebody upstairs already watching him from below, making sure he was good? Hey, look, tenfold bonded, man. We can't prove nothing, but all I'm saying is, until some more information come out about this, I'm not believing a word these niggas are saying. I'm not believing that. I'm sorry. I'm not believing he was just some martyr out here trying to fight for justice. I'm not feeling that. I'm sorry. That ain't it. Oh, it's a woman. I didn't know that. I didn't know from the name. Yeah, it's a woman. It was a woman that he killed up there. She went to Yale and worked at Goldman and Sachs before Blackstone. She was definitely a somebody. Exactly. That was another thing I called that Goldman and Sachs. Damn, hold up. She worked at Goldman and Sachs. She went to Yale. What type of connections did she have? Who does she know? What type of business dealings was she into? Did she work for somebody? Did she have some sort of was somebody trying to get something from her? Like, this sounds like this is a slick attack. Somebody from the higher ups, whether it's government or whether it's somebody that's from one of these corporations, they needed her to fuck up out of there. And they needed it to look like it wasn't intentional. They needed it to look like this was just something that was randomly happening. We don't know if this woman had any threats towards her life. We don't know if she felt like her life was in danger. They interviewed the wife's, this woman's family. Mind you, she was a wife and a mother, so she has a husband and children at home. We don't know, but if the husband gonna come out, maybe they hushed the husband up. I don't know if they gave him hush money or threatened him to, and he's not going to say anything about it. Who knows? So I'm like, we need a little more information than that, because I'm sorry. The fact that the way that this information came out, why is this the first things? The fact that they got his high school career being so pushed at the forefront of this football thing being pushed at the forefront of this. Oh, he went to the wrong label. Like, there's no way he went to the wrong floor if he drove from Vegas to New York to kill somebody from the NFL headquarters. That's a rookie mistake. There's no way he did that with a rifle, not a little Glock, some short shit. He could just, you're talking about a whole ass rifle in a car full of ammunition and guns. That nigga had a plan. He had somewhere to be. He knew who he was going to get. He could have just did a random shooting in Vegas. If that was the case, why would he do he went all the way across the fucking country to New York to do a random shooting, to go to the wrong floor. Like, what? Nah, that ain't it. No. He went across there. He knew exactly what he was supposed to do. And I don't think he killed himself. Honestly, I don't even believe that shit right now. Until they say this video footage of him doing that and they seen it, which they could have been seen, that's something they would all automatically confiscate is the surveillance footage. Like, duh. That's one of the first things they're going to get. So I'm sorry. If they ain't confirmed that yet, man, I don't even think he killed himself. I think he was killed. I think he was used, abused, and then killed. That's what it's giving me. It's something ain't right. It's way too off. Way too off. It's always pizza bro. It's always Pizza Bro who says this. Pizza Bro? What do you mean by that? What's the journey guide? Probably gonna have a full mainstream commercials by next year. They probably will. As far as AI, even right now, AI, that's something like that video could definitely be AI, because it's not. They're trying to make movies. That's been a whole thing. That was with the whole writers strike and I think the actors strike that they had going on, because the writers was trying to get them to stop using AI. And value them as writers and their creatives, so they can actually, get paid what they're worth, instead of using this AI to half-ass the work, edit their scripts and do things like that. They need real editors, real, writers and things of that nature. But even some of the actors were saying that because they're using AI as backgrounds now. Some of these companies are trying to use, these larger film companies are trying to use AI instead of having actual background people. They're just going to use AI because they're not that relevant. Your main focus is on whoever the main character is on the screen at the time. So it's like the people in the background, they can get away with, especially because now, again, they can make it look so real. They can make it look so damn real. Okay, we already see what they do with CGI. Okay, So we know you mix a little CGI with some of this AI, shit getting real. Okay. So yeah. I'm like, I don't put nothing. Plus, I don't put nothing past this government, man. These people are wicked. So I mean, could be a psyop, could be something that's planned that has more of a significant meaning that we understand now that we don't know about. Could have been an assassination. We don't know. We're not sure. But those are the ideas floating around my head because I don't think this was no damn martyr fighting for no damn cause. I don't think that was it. Sorry, Mr. Miyagi, not this time. I don't think that was it. And we need to find out his race too, because they ain't acting like. I think he non-FBA. Wouldn't be surprised if he you know what I'm saying, some sort of non-FBA and some sort of like black, but you know, but not Black American. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. We're gonna see though. Other than that, baby, that's all I got. We're gonna get up out of here. It's getting late. It's almost 12 o'clock. We're gonna get up out of here, man. Anyways, I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, ZZ Rants. Follow me on TikTok, ZZ Rants. Follow me on X, on Twitter, ZZ Rants. Okay, subscribe to the channel. Like this video. Before you leave, you better like this damn video. Like the video, please. I appreciate you. Share the video and comment on it before you leave. Not only like it, but comment. Comment on something, whether it's the mass shooter I just talked about or something, the Malcolm X thing, something. Comment on something I talked about. Put it in the description. Put it in the comment section. Helps the algorithm. I appreciate you in advance. Thank you. Other than that, baby, that's all I got. We're gonna get up on that. And make sure you follow our Twitch. Okay, Me and the Mirror, A-Twins. Follow the Twitch. Follow our YouTube channel, A-Twins. Go follow that too. Right after you leave a comment and you like and subscribe. Share this video. Go on over to type in A-Twins and go subscribe to that. And For the Culture. Go type in For the Culture. I'm everywhere. Hey, I'm everywhere, baby. Follow me on everywhere. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to the chat. BX, thank you. Follow me on Twitter right now. Thank you, girl. Yes, please. I need that. Shout out to Marcus Moore, BX, FBA or nothing. Still Kevin, Torian, Mansoor, Soul Club. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace and be one. We do not play, but I bring.